What up, yo? Ouisiana, coming at you. You know, when folks find out you used to travel a lot, one of the first questions they usually ask is, what's the weirdest thing you've seen out on the road? And I've seen a lot of weird things. Let me tell you, spend any time at a train lot, you're going to see some strange things. But once you hop on that train and go riding out into the countryside, you're going to see even more strange things. One time I went down to the Florida Keys, and I was between trains for a while looking for some ways to spend my time, maybe grab a bite to eat or something. I heard a commotion, figured I'd go check it out, and I stumbled across a most unlikely sight. It was, well, let me tell you, a bunch of manatees were all kind of lined up. They all had little numbers on their chests or whatever, and it was a Manatee Mustache contest. I couldn't believe my eyes. Let me tell you, if you've ever seen a manatee, you know what I'm talking about. They have more whiskers than mustache. But as manatees go, these were some pretty well-groomed manatees. Well, looking pretty furry for manatees. I could even say they had mustaches of a type. You know, mustaches for manatees. But still manatee mustaches, you know what I'm talking about, maybe. Anyway, so they were all looking very well groomed, and I'm guessing that sponsor, or I assume that sponsor, had a great deal to do with it, because Manatee About Town mustache bomb was everywhere, and I'm guessing this was the reason for the contest. And they were going on about the qualities of this mustache bomb and growth hormones and whatever. And they must have been doing something, because they were mustachier than manatees tend to be. So everybody looked pretty excited. There was a lot of color and commotion. And looked like they were getting down to the judging pot when up rose this boat. Bunch of... Now, you don't see this in Florida. Let me just preface this, okay? You don't see this many places, honestly. But up rose this boat, and off comes these walruses that looked like they were heading straight to the contest. Why did I think this? Well, for example, one of them was wearing a I Heart Sea Cow Life t-shirt. So it looked like he was putting a little effort into blending with the manatee. The others didn't take such care. They just went on up and grabbed their numbers and took their places alongside the manatees in the judging contest. Now, I know some of y'all probably thinking, what would a walrus be doing at a manatee mustache contest? I mean, first of all, you ever seen a walrus? They're pretty mustachy as it is. When it comes to a contest between a walrus and another mustached creature, maybe you'll get some competition from a very well-groomed man. But, generally speaking, if it's all things even, it's gonna be walrus all day long for the mustache contest. So I could see where this was going. Those manatees had no hope, really. There was some confusion, too, because, I mean, it was a manatee mustache contest. They looked in the rules, and nobody thought to write in that only manatees could participate in a manatee mustache contest. But these walruses were undeterred. They appeared to be highly competitive, even though the manatees were quite disappointed with their lot. Nobody was going to complain. Because, well, first of all, manatees aren't the confrontational type. And when it comes to confrontations, it's not recommended to do that with walruses. You could get seriously injured and maybe worse than that, trying to, get in an argument with a walrus. I don't recommend it. And these manatees, aside from being just kind of, passive or whatever, they were not stupid. So the contest kicks off, and perhaps unsurprisingly, it was walruses all day long. The walruses made a clean sweep of the prizes, which was really just more manatee about town mustache bomb, which surely with their special growth hormones would definitely do a lot to the walrus's mustaches to make them even more competitive next year. If there's a next year, I don't know. I only saw that one time, so I don't know what happened after that. And of course, the manatees were quite disappointed. I mean, they obviously put a lot of work into their manatee-style mustaches, only to get swept away by a bunch of walruses crashing their mustache party. And, yeah. So that was really probably one of the weirdest things I ever saw. I mean, it was weird enough just seeing manatees not all whiskery like normal, and participating in a mustache contest. Quite unlikely. And then to see walruses in a place you don't see walruses. There are no walruses in Florida, except for that day. You just don't see that. They're not Florida types. Anyway, so when it comes to the weirdest things I saw out on the road, that's one of the top ones. I've seen a lot of other weird things, but that one takes the log, as it were. I don't know. So that's all I have for you. Ouisiana out.